I think it's really important that the kitchen staff and the care staff work together to share information about residents, whether that be around textured diets, around likes or dislikes, whether it's around allergies, or even actually sometimes if it's just about how they're feeling today. I was lucky enough to be invited into a care home to do some work around this with a provider, and we produced the 10-second pause document or tool that supported that. The 10-second pause tool will be available on the hub along with all of the other information around the food fluid and nutrition. So the 10-second pause tool was actually created to act as another safeguard for both carers and for kitchen staff in regards to particular residents and their maybe allergies, or whether they're on a textured diet, or whether they were vegetarian, or anything that was really unique to that particular person. And what we did was, working with the team, we created a tool that's got a photograph on it. So it has the resident's photograph. It has a box that talks about any of their very specific needs for that individual. Again, we covered things like allergies, textured diet. If it was a textured diet, what texture was it? Whether there were particular thickeners needed with drinks, and so on and so forth. Also, in that tool, there's also a part that's got likes and dislikes. So again, we can get really intimate information about a particular resident, even if they're new, or even if we have a new staff member, or maybe it's a staff member that's not familiar with that particular resident. They instantly know what they like, what they don't like, how they have their tea. And there's also on there about whether they're on a food and fluid chart as well. So basically the idea is that it's a snapshot of the really most important information about that particular resident, that we can support them safely. We also use the traffic light system as well. So we use, a red background on the card would indicate that a resident needs supporting to eat and drink. An amber would sort of highlight whether the resident needs check-in on a daily basis, that their needs change and fluctuate. So the green designates whether residents are able to eat and drink independently. I believe that the kitchen team play a huge part, and in some instances are the centre of the home. I think the skills and knowledge required to be a care home chef or cook are absolutely phenomenal. We're looking at all sorts of things, whether it be textured diets, allergies, HACCP systems, cook safe, management skills to lead and manage a team. So actually a whole raft of different skills are required just to be able to come in and do their job on a daily basis. And then you add the fact that they need to cook across 3 meal periods, and morning tea and afternoon tea, and get things ready for nighttime through the night. It's a phenomenally complex and complicated job. So I think that actually, I think we're really good at the families and the carers are celebrating and realise what a massively important job a care home cook brings to the party. I think we just need to celebrate them more. Within Highland, we're actually looking at creating a chefs and cooks forum just to do that, to celebrate and spread and share knowledge, but also to work together to support each other. I think if I had any words of wisdom for anybody working around food, it would be to actually engage with the resident and ask them, and always ask them, and also the family, and get as much knowledge as you can about their eating habits and the things that they really, really like to eat, and the reasons why, and the stories behind the particular dishes.